You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
Sorry for not being here yesterday.
Welcome back, buddy. We missed you. It was an eventful day yesterday while you were gone.
Yeah. Buddy won the contest and stuff there, eh?
Yeah. And as it turns out, there may be some controversy about the contest.
There is some controversy about the contest. We'll get to that a little later in the podcast.
Tackle that in a bit, but it just came out of nowhere last night. Just got you.
Yeah. I mean, do you want the real answer?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Shitting and puking.
I hate that.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
I hate that feeling.
I can send you videos next time if you want.
No, please absolutely do not. I have friends that will do that. They are not my favorite friends to get text messages
I mean, I
from.
send photos of my poop to my friends all the time, but these ones you would not want to see.
Oh, you can save those for the group chat, but glad to have you
I mean,
back.
if someone wants to pay for them, hit me up. Brock.Lewis on Instagram. We can work something out.
There's a market for everything.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Remember last year, Loblaws, Superstore, all that company had started putting body cams on certain employees in like Alberta and Saskatchewan stores?
I do not remember that at all.
So they were like doing a, what do they call it, a pilot program to see if this worked. Well, great news. Apparently, they're really pumped about it. And coming soon, Ontario, BC, and Manitoba will also be putting body cams inside grocery stores.
Oh my God. I remember hearing that Walmart in the States was doing something like this too.
Oh, that's right. Which
Yeah.
is crazy because Walmart is already like every inch of the store is covered in cameras.
So I would love to see the Walmart body camera footage though, honestly.
Well, I mean, there was a period in the early internet where the most popular website was People of Walmart.
Even if you just put the body cameras on like the greeters at the door,
Just to see the people coming in.
the
and
people
then,
watching, yeah.
Then the heading back out would be fascinating.
I'd be interested to see if the body cameras start popping up in other jobs, maybe for like Circle K employees or like gas station employees would be probably another big one that it could work out on.
Well, I think that's the thing. I think that the more you have these major corporations like Loblaws, like Walmart, starting to implement this, you're only going to see other businesses, and they'll tell you the same thing, right? Oh, it's for safety purposes. It's for insurance purposes. But really what it is just so they can try and catch people stealing.
I mean,
from
I
them.
think the OMHA, whatever, like hockey league should put it on minor hockey refs.
Ooh.
I think every minor hockey ref should wear a body cam.
Minor hockey refs would make sense. Even like just in general, minor sports, umpires, all that stuff.
Well, they'd be able to show how crazy the parents are, but then be able to justify like their calls, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, being able to have that like chest view or whatever, like what they're doing. But I think you're right about the parent thing. Imagine little Timmy, little Tommy's parents are up in the stands yelling down at the referee who just spins around and pushes the button to start the camera. I feel like a lot of parents would get real quiet real quick.
Then again, I mean, they're already doing it in public. I don't think they have any shame, right?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What jobs should be wearing body cams? We got Justice on the phone. What do you think, man?
Bulk barn employees.
Hey, man, I thought it was a general rule that you're allowed to take freebies at Bulk Barn. Is that not true?
It would be kind of interesting to see how little people take.
I think the footage I would like to see is who's using the scooper and who's just going in mitt first.
That would definitely put some red X's on certain products for me in there.
Could we also eliminate the fact that everyone keeps texting in about strippers wearing body cams? I don't think you want that. I don't think the video is going to be really good because it's just going to be at creepy guys' faces just like...
I think that's the appeal. Like that's the entertainment. It's just like being able to see who's sitting front row with behavior you would not want your mom to know
They're like,
about.
you keep your hands to yourself or we're sending this to your wife.
That's exactly it.
That's how they do it?
You got to put down an email when you walk in of who would be the worst person to get this body camera footage. And if you act the fool, it automatically gets sent.
Some more serious ones, people saying like anyone that works in the ER, mailmen, delivery drivers, tow truck drivers as well.
Tow truck drivers would be good, especially because like you see so many of these videos that are filmed from like other perspectives of someone running out to see their car getting towed.
Yeah.
Imagine having that chest perspective listening to someone go like, no, I was just in there for like 2 seconds. What are you doing?
Oh, for sure. I do love the text from James at 762-555 that said teachers.
Oh, because I don't think the footage would be particularly entertaining, but imagine being a teacher and being able to send video of a disruptive student to their parents.
Oh, because how many parents get told it's like, oh, your kid's like, kind of being a nuisance in class. And they're like, not my little Jimmy.
My child is an angel, and if there's a problem in class, it's because of your teaching methods.
In
and then
4K, here's your kid being a jerk.
here's your little angel ruining everyone else's day.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Saw this story. I want you to try and finish the headline here, Dalby.
Okay.
Staff at a hotel in Florida found a blank in the hotel room.
In the room itself. Bag of garbage.
Think Florida.
Think Florida. Okay, so bag of drugs then.
No drugs.
Guns, weaponry.
No, think more Florida.
What? Alligator?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Hotel staff found an alligator in the hotel room after a man checked out.
He just decided, he was like, all right, I got my luggage, I got all my stuff. We'll just leave the gator here.
Apparently it was the guy's emotional support animal, so they did actually reunite the gator back with the guy.
I feel like if you abandon your emotional support alligator in a hotel room, you don't get it back.
Yeah.
That's the end.
I almost picture the hotel staff going in like it's Bam Margera's mom in Jackass. Like, oh my God.
Oh,
my God.
I would freak out. I don't know about you. I don't think, other than maybe a zoo, I don't think I've seen an alligator before. The first place I would not expect to find one would be walking into a hotel room.
Well, I mean, you got to imagine working in hotels, if you're like a maid, you got to see some weird stuff.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Even just from like the most basic thing you would see is just the state that people will leave a mess.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse from there as to what parts or things they'll leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like leaving a live animal is up there.
I think hotel ratings, when you see like a 1-star place and people are like, they don't clean, they're usually sketchy places. I think those places stop cleaning pretty much because of what they found.
Right. Like, are they not cleaning because they're lazy or understaffed or just don't feel like it? Or did they stop going into clean rooms because of what you left last time?
They're like, I don't want to be a part of any of this.
I want nothing to do with what's happening behind this door.
We've got someone calling in here. Did you work in the cleaning industry?
Well, I used to work at a hunting and fishing lodge up north, and like 50 guys used to come in for a fishing trip. They're pilots. I went into a cabin the one day to go and clean somebody's cabin, and I went to change bedding, and I put my hand in some doo-doo. And they stared at him all week long. After that, he knew that I knew. He knew what he did.
I've never thought about that. The hotel staff just sees you walking around. They're like, I know what you've been doing.
Yeah, we know.
Did they apologize? Did they do anything to try and make it up to you?
Did they leave a good tip at least?
The next day I went in, there's $50 on the bed, and I was like, that's okay, but you can do better.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like the going rate for leaving a dump on the floor.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What is the weirdest thing you've found at work or you've ever seen at work? We've got Yag on the phone. What's it for you, man?
I own a linen supply company,
Okay.
and we sort out a lot of hotel sheets. And a couple of times, a couple of dildos, a couple of enjoyment toys, let's call it that way,
Sure.
have been put in the sheets all the time or left there. And I don't know how people can forget this stuff because it's pretty freaking expensive, man.
True.
No one ever thinks about that. Everybody always goes right to the like, oh, it's so gross that you would leave this behind. But that's a lot of money to just leave on the nightstand.
Yeah, when I Googled that stuff before, and it's big money, man.
I mean, a lot of people use hotels for one-night stands. I think they use their toys for one-night stands, too.
My Lord.
Just know that you're on a lot of lists based on your Google searches, all right?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird, eh? And I'm on my way to the plant now to sort more sheets.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
You good guys are great.
Cheers, brother.
The amount of people texting in about finding sex toys, well, Whether they're cleaning or
Right.
just people in the trades going into other people's houses.
Just in general, they're everywhere. I had no idea that they were just so scattered about.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm all about, being open with your sexuality
Sure.
and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think there's some things you got to put in the closet, right?
I just think, if you're going to pay somebody to come into your home that you don't necessarily know so that they can clean everything, it's just as simple as open the drawer and sweep it in. Just tuck it away for a couple hours. You can put it back on the nightstand later.
It's a weird power move, too. We do got friend of the show, Pete. Now, you don't work in the cleaning industry. Tell us what you do, and what's the weirdest thing you've seen at your job?
I work at shipping and receiving at the hospital, and the weirdest thing I saw was a cooler of eyeballs.
Sorry, hang on now.
We need some explanation here.
Well, people bring items down for me to ship. So somebody brought from the OR a little cooler down, dropped it on my desk. They asked me to send it to the bus station. I asked them, what is in the cooler? That was my first mistake. They told me it was eyeballs. So that was the last day I ate lunch at my desk.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Tough to follow that up, yeah. Is it that that's the weirdest thing you saw, or is it that that's the last thing you asked for details on?
That could be it. You might be onto something there.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
All right, this is the dumbest draft we've ever done, but we're going to do it.
Absolutely.
Today, we are doing the draft of the best songs to play while one is in the restroom.
Unfortunately, you won rock, paper, scissors, which means I go number 2. Thank you.
Hot start.
I just won the draft no matter what happens. But no, we'll each pick 3 songs, and you get to go first.
All right, with the number 1 pick, I mean, I think it's very obvious. We both had to be thinking it. Salt and Pepper. It's motivational.
Honestly, and the way that it's got like a nice beat, it's got something you can bear down to.
And
they're not aggressive about it. Like, they're telling you to push it, but it feels like it's in an encouraging
Don't
way.
push too hard,
That's
though.
right.
Don't break nothing,
On the other side of things, I mean, sometimes you just got to get into that bathroom stall. You got to take care of business.
Little TCB.
Absolutely. Bachman Turner Overdrive letting you know you're in charge here. You run this show.
I want to give a warning because I might trigger some parents here, but I think this is the perfect song for the bathroom.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back.
Perfect if you're on a road trip or something. You hear this, it's just ultimate relief.
I don't know. I would say actually on a road trip, it's something more about holding on.
Yeah.
Please don't let it go in the back seat. It's funny you started with a push. In my number 2 spot, I also had a push. I went to something very gentle. That's a little Matchbox 20.
Yeah, we just might feel good. I wanna push you around.
I want to push you around?
Well,
What are you doing?
Maybe
What are you doing, man?
maybe around is not the
Do
right
you keep
way.
a poop knife on you? So are you one of those people?
Listen, you gotta get it where it needs to be, and it just might feel good.
I think we do different things in the bathroom. Coming in at number 3, this one I am picking for anyone who's maybe a little bit older and maybe they're not able to, urinate as well as they used to. I'm going with Jimmy Eat World.
It just takes some time.
For all those fellas at the urinals that are like, come on,
You're in the middle of the ride, You're just gonna see where it goes.
everything will be just fine, all right?
It's funny. We had a similar idea on our last picks of just like, you just gotta relax and go with the flow.
I can go with the flow.
Little Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah,
Don't say it doesn't matter anymore.
nice little stream rhythm there.
That's right.
762-555. Who do you think had the better picks this morning? I got Salt and Pepper's Push It in at number 1. I got Frozen Let It Go in at number 2. And for all of you who struggle at the urinal, I got Jimmy Eat World, the middle.
I got BTO's Taking Care of Business at number 1, Push from Matchbox 20 at number 2, and Queens of the Stone Age, Go with the Flow.
The Matchbox 20 pick is still hilarious to me.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It was a close draft, but
Victory!
catching a W here this morning.
A lot of support for your pick of the Frozen, the Let It Go. That tickled a lot of people. And then also just you slandering my Matchbox 20 pick seemed to help you a lot.
Push you around was a weird pick.
Oh, you got too into the lyrics.
A lot of people mad at us for not having a TLC in there.
See, I saw the text. This one never occurred to me. If you're having waterfalls in the bathroom, I mean, maybe problems.
A lot of people also saying Coldplay should have been in there.
Yeah. That's another soothing one. I feel like if I was at the urinal, that would help me.
It's a relaxing bathroom song, you know? The Snoop Dogg as well could have been in there.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Maybe a little Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire as well.
I feel like Drop It Like It's Hot and Ring of Fire telling the same story.
Taco Bell bathroom playlist. That's what those are. And then someone also suggested this one on the text line.
What is this?
Chocolate rain.
Oh, Jesus.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
I forgot about that song.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Crikey. It's time for Animal Impressions with Croc and Digby. Sorry, Brock and Dalby.
All right, let's go. We've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets for tonight's jackpot on the line here.
Very exciting to bring back Win Stuff. Again, it was on hold for a little while we were doing What the Bleep, but today someone's going to win $100 in Lotto Max tickets, and there is a $60 million jackpot tonight with 6 Max Millions as well.
All right, today we've got 3 howler monkeys on the line. Yes, that terrifying sound is the sound of a howler monkey. So we ask our 3 contestants to give us their best effort at that. If you're not one of them, as always, you are a judge. 762-555. Let us know who is the best howler monkey this morning. We'll go to line 1. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
This is Skaggs.
Skaggs. All right, my man. Here's what a howler monkey sounds like. You think you can do that for us?
Oh, man, easy.
All right.
I'm Mr. Ed over here.
All right. It started off like a very sad dog.
And then kind of went off into its own thing at the end. But in the middle there, you had it.
It's something. All right, dude, stay on hold, okay?
I know.
All right.
Do you think Skaggs is his government name?
I don't know. Caller number 2, what's your name?
This is Jerry.
Jerry. All right, here's what a howler monkey sounds like. Jerry, you think you can do that for us?
I can certainly try.
All right, let's hear it, Jerry.
Good. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What the hell was that?
Honestly, I think it was the right
howler monkey.
It was the right noises. It was just higher pitched than the clip.
Sure, yeah. The howler monkey has not gone through puberty.
That's
yet.
right. As a young howler monkey.
All right, okay. Jerry, stay on hold, all right, buddy?
All right.
All right, let's see what caller number 3 got here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Mark.
Mark, what do you think of the competition so far this morning?
Well, the first one was pretty good. I don't know about the second one.
I will say this. I think it's beatable if you use your whole ass and give us the howler monkey.
Here's what it sounds like. Whenever you're ready, buddy, take it away.
Damn.
I think that's the best one.
I don't think we need to deliberate, Mark.
You get the ding. You get the round of applause.
Yeah.
Well done, brother.
$100 in Lotto Max tickets coming your way, all right, my man?
Awesome, thanks.
This is the sound when you win the jackpot tonight. Now, the real question is, will you be sharing some nickels and dimes with the fellas over here?
Oh, tunes and loons.
Will you buy me my own howler monkey?
It'll be delivered to you on the next day.
Yeah!
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Tax! Oh, God. Tax! Tax! Tax!
I think you should send us a text message. 7 762. Ask us anything you want. It's time for you to send us a text message right now. Text! Text! Text!
Scared me a little bit off the start there.
Yeah, if you're not awake, you are now.
It'll get your blood pumping in the morning.
First one here says, how many cans of ravioli have you dusted in one go?
I think I've only ever done 2 at once.
What's the most you think you could take back? I feel like 4.
I think 4 is a reasonable. Like, I don't think I feel great for the remainder of the day.
I think 4 is the limit till the gut starts kicking back.
Yeah. Now, the question is, because I don't know about you, but if I eat a can of ravioli, I got to have a slice of buttered bread to dip in it.
Of course.
How many slices do you need for 4 cans?
I think you're probably going through at least 3 slices per can.
3 slices per can. Damn, dude. That's a lot of
What do you
butter.
mean you're gonna, once the can's empty, you're gonna want to like swish it around in there?
Yeah, I'm about a slice a can guy.
Yeah?
But that's just, you know me. I'm all about restraint.
Sure. Someone said, if you could get into the NHL, which position would you play?
The only position I had any remote success in my 1 year of minor hockey was goalie.
Yeah.
So I would probably be a goalie.
Here's the thing. You can get into the league, but are you good enough? I think ref. I think you pick ref. I think you pick ref. You just get to watch the game the whole time. You can make some sick parlays like Kelly Sutherland last week and dive in front of the puck.
Buddy, you want to know who gets to just watch the game? I said goalie. Make me the backup. Put me on 3rd string. I'll sit up in the box.
True. Healthy scratch.
I don't need to be on the roster. I'm still making league minimum.
Make me Ryan Reeves. Someone said, who is your favorite bald-headed person? I mean, besides Dalby, of course.
Thank you. Wow. I honestly didn't expect that.
Maybe Bill Burr?
Bill Burr is a great choice for
He's
best
got a lot of
bald.
bald head energy, too.
You know who I really like? Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista?
Dave Bautista's a great bald.
He's got a weird bald head, though. He got,
does.
like, the wrinkles.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just from a lot of razor blades, if you know what I'm talking about, from his wrestling career. But, like, I listen to him when he does interviews now, post-wrestling, now he's just doing the acting. He seems like a guy that would be cool to have a beer with.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Johnny Sins could also be on the list, a real jack of all trades.
Just a lot of Lysol wipes before he can come to the table, you know?
Someone said, what is a line from a movie you will hold with you forever?
Oh.
60% of the time it works every time.
That is a pretty fantastic one. I mean, my favorite one that I use a lot is anytime I accomplish something is just leaning back and going, Adrian!
Yeah.
We did it!
ELE, Everybody Love Everybody from Semi-Pro.
That's a good one. Also just randomly referring to the jejunum. I never knew what it was before that movie.
Or Cool Beans, just Hot Rod.
Cool Beans is how I can tell people are cool. Not if they just say it, but if they do it in the Cool Beans.
Yeah.
I'm like, we are friends.
Oh, there's so many from Hot Rod. I've been drinking green tea all damn day.
You're going to bring the devil out of me.
Someone said, what is a sign that someone is a good person?
Well, I mean, the two that come to mind are sort of the most popular. You put your cart back when you're at the grocery store.
Holding doors.
Holding doors. You know what? That one doesn't bother me as much. Saying thank you if someone holds the door is a good sign. If I hold the door for you and you just walk through, I don't automatically think you're a bad person, but I have suspicions that you might not be great.
You know what? A good sign that someone is a good person? They tell you got something on your face, in your teeth, if your breath stinks. I honestly think that's the sign of a good person.
You got something you want to say to me? Is everything okay?
I told you smelled like beef months ago, and you hated me for it.
Why did I bring it up? God damn it.
I'm just a good person. That's all it is.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Is it real? Is it fake? Do we even care? Let's find out.
Turns out Amazon Prime Video is the most subscribed video streaming service in Canada, recently just passing Netflix, likely for the reason that people have Amazon Prime for shopping.
Oh, 100%.
And it just happens to come as a bonus feature. But I was thinking, I was like, nobody talks about Amazon Prime Video original movies the way they talk about Netflix or Disney. So I wanted to see if you could tell the difference between things you could actually go and watch today and things that I just came up with.
All right, so real or fake movies?
Real or fake Amazon Prime Video originals.
Let's
We'll
go.
start with Birdie and Bogey. Two estranged brothers must team up to save their father's golf course by competing in a high-stakes tournament against their childhood rivals, starring Owen Wilson.
That sounds like such a good movie. But the fact that you said Owen Wilson, I feel like I should have seen this one. I'm going to say that one's fake.
Correct. That is fake.
Wow.
That'd be a great...
1 for 1 off the top.
Very nice. This one's called The Burial. When a handshake deal goes sour, funeral home owner Tommy Lee Jones enlists charismatic attorney Jamie Foxx to save the family business.
That sounds like it'd be a really good movie, too. Tommy Lee Jones and Jamie Foxx. I feel like that's another big one that you would... That's got to be fake, right?
You can watch that today, my brother.
Is that a real movie?
An IMDb rating of, I believe, 6 out of 10.
So not as good as one thought.
Let me tell you, none of these have great ratings.
Damn.
You're Cordially Invited is the name of the movie.
Yeah.
When two weddings are accidentally booked on the same day.
This is real. I watched it.
You watched the Will
Ferrell movie? Is this the Will Ferrell movie?
It's two weddings booked on the same day, same venue, each bridal party challenged with preserving their family's special moment.
This is real, yeah.
There you go. You're the one guy that watched it.
I did see this one. I watch every Will Ferrell movie. I have
Was it good?
No. Oh, it's stupid.
Next up, Cheddar Island. When an eccentric billionaire invites the world's top cheesemakers to his private island for a culinary contest.
There's no way.
Competition turns deadly as contestants start disappearing, and it stars Gordon Ramsay.
There's no way that's fake.
That's fake.
That's 100% fake. Gordon Ramsay, Cheddar Island.
Jackpot. In the near future, a grand lottery has been established, but the catch... If you kill the winner before sundown...
I've seen this one, too. This is real.
John Cena?
This is real. I've seen this, too, actually.
My brother, you are watching too many weird movies.
That one's actually good. That one's actually good. Watch it. It's actually pretty good.
All right, I've got one last one for you. Exit strategy. A former corporate executive fakes his death to escape his boring life, only to realize starting over isn't easy. Starring Steve Carell.
I don't know. I'll say that guy. That sounds real. It sounds like a boring Steve Carell movie.
It sounds very like The Office, but no, that one is in fact fake texted in this morning. So you got 3 out of the 6. Well done.
2 out of the 6 I've seen.
That's just it. Is apparently you're the one guy watching Amazon Prime original videos.
That Jackpot movie is actually really good.
Yeah, so with John Cena and that Aquafina guy is in that one.
So worth the watch.
There you go. You got a Brock's movie review and an episode of Real or Fake today.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yesterday, Kyle won himself $2,000 by cracking the code on What the Bleep.
Hey, it's Max from Arkells. The one thing that I never go on stage without is...
And of course, Kyle's answer was...
It is banned.
Which was correct.
Amazing moment on the show yesterday. We didn't think anyone was going to get it.
And then we were bummed to find out that Max from the Arkells had leaked the answer on his Instagram page.
Okay, I don't remember what my answer would have been, but I hope you win this prize. I think my answer was the band. That's one thing I never go on stage without. The motherfucking band.
Now, we do have the man himself, Max from the Arkells, on the phone. First off, we'd like to ask, what the hell, Max?
I understand I've caused a bit of a stir. I had no idea. I thought I was just doing my duty as an active member of a band talking to fans on the internet. And then I realized I caused a huge kerfuffle. Rogers was going to sue me for thousands of dollars. I don't want to put the radio station out of business. Listen, I didn't, that was not my intention.
But I guess that's why you have a song called The People's Champ, because that's what you are, eh?
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Did you get multiple messages from people, or did this person just get lucky and catch your attention asking for a code word?
I've never seen that kind of comment. It's like I'm trying to win like a contest for a radio station. Like, what's And I do remember vaguely answering that question. And so everything kind of loses significance a little bit. Like, what does anything mean ever? You know?
He's playing the existential card here.
I mean, we thought it was a pretty cool contest, but all right, Max.
No. The contest is cool. No. The contest is cool. The contest is meaningful. The contest is, is going to put some money in people's pockets. That is great. No, more just like on the internet, what does anything mean? Like, what does anything mean on the internet? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I wanted to run some of the wrong guesses by you and see your thoughts. The first two, we started with a theme. The first person said pants and the next person said underwear.
I always do wear pants, always wear underwear. I don't go commando ever, no.
A lot of chafing, I could imagine, yeah.
No, shorts sometimes. I do wear shorts occasionally if it's a hot summer show. Yeah.
One guy was super confident. Like, he literally told us, he's like, I have two ideas in my head, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. And then his answer was that you never go on stage without your dog.
My what?
Your dog.
Do you have a dog?
I do not own a dog, and I'm out on owning a dog, and that is very wrong.
That guy was very confident.
Yeah.
He said he looked up an interview where you claimed that you always bring your dog everywhere you go.
Love your dog.
See, this is the thing with the internet. There's just lies and mistruths, and nothing means anything because. You know what I mean?
And that's why we're the media, to spread the truth,
That's right. Yeah, listen, I like the mainstream media. I know it's not popular to say it, but I was just reading the Globe and Mail. I'm talking to you on the radio station. This is right up my alley.
I think that there is one thing that we can do to put this whole thing behind us is because you, on your social media, leaked the answer to our contest. The next time you guys are about to release a song, I think we should get to leak it first here on the show.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
I like this idea a lot.
Yeah.
A leak for a leak.
Yeah, I think that's a fair trade.
That's great. Okay, we can do that, but you have to tell me, was anybody at Rogers Corporate freaking out about this?
Oh, yeah.
You kind of did them a favor because, then it gets capped. If not, this thing could have kept going.
You're a corporate kind of guy, Max.
That's what I would say if I got pulled into the meeting to be scolded. I mean, listen, it could have been up to $5,000.
No, I think you're off the hook. You did this interview. We appreciate having you on the show and on the podcast. And then, like I said, you just let us leak your next song, and then we'll call her even.
Leak for a leak. I like it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for chatting with us, Max, and we accept your apology.
This is great. Though we should say, shout out to the fan who knew me well enough,
honestly,
that I would not be paying attention to really the stakes. Like that's smart fan. Smart fan. Just ask the question really directly. It's like, I need to know the answer to this question. I'm trying to win a radio station contest. They didn't deceive me. They just knew I was aloof, which is very perceptive.
And shout out to you for actually responding to your fans. So I'd like to say to anyone listening, if you need $20, $10 for gas, message Max on the Arkells Instagram page.
Yeah, I can be sold very easily. So just let me know. If it sounds like a good idea, I'm in the moment, good things might happen.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.